How are you all doing? Today we're going to be talking about the #1 technique on how you can improve your cinematography by yourself. So now we're going to be talking about how you get better at this. And the subject of today is learning from others. Now, of course, it has many different meanings, and most people will interpret it like, hey, find a teacher, find somebody who can do it, watch tutorials, etc. But in reality, you're only going to be learning from others if you actually practice what the others do. So in today's video, we're not only going to be looking at what others do and learn from them by analyzing their cinematography, we're actually going to be practicing the things we analyzed in their shots. Not by copying their shots, but recreating them and figuring out how they lit certain things and how you can create the same kind of look with minimal equipment. So the first thing you want to do is find some kind of inspiration. Now, I have a lot of posts saved on Instagram, for example, but you can also use websites for more specific searches, like frame sets, shot deck. So I'm gonna go to frame set and search for something that is applicable to my house and a rainy day, for example. So we're gonna be going to frame set, just quickly typing in rainy window person. You don't have to be precise in what you search. These websites work very well in that. And then you get these cool shots through windows where you see people. There's something interesting. And I'm just gonna keep scrolling till I find something interesting. Now, obviously, I'm not sponsored by Frameset, but I really like their website. It's a good tool to find shots you like, or inspiration for your mood boards or storyboards. Now we're gonna just be looking till we find a shot that really makes me go, yeah, I wanna create something like that. I really like this shot, and I think I'm gonna try and create something similar. Obviously, I don't have the perfect situation for this, but we're gonna be trying to create something similar, and also in black and white, because I never practiced with that. Now, the first thing I will do is find a nice location for it. I'll just grab the photo and look for something similar around my house. We have the photo here on my phone. Now, I started this video with this one in the foreground, and I think this will be the perfect window to use as the foreground material for it. So I'm gonna start and set up a shot that looks very similar to what we saw in our example. I'm filming on 35mm f2.8, although I'd prefer to use a 35 f2, for example, one of my vintage lenses. So what I did to get the focus right is just slightly open up the window and hold my hand and then manually focus on my hand till it's roughly right, which is about here. While you enjoy this funny, goofy montage, I want to explain a little bit more on how I actually analyze the shots. So basically what I did, I looked at the lighting, see where it came from, and then based my decisions on that, making slight adjustments, trying to match the lighting with the reference frame. So yeah, it's a good thing I put on a rain jacket because I became quite wet outside there. Anyways, so what we figured out here is without minimal effort, it looks pretty good. I definitely put my own twist on it and it looks a bit different. But I know there are some better spots I could do this, for example outside in my yard, but the problem is there's some plants in the way and I don't want to go that far to move them out of the way. If you do, you can. The point of this video is not to create the best shot you've ever made, it's to understand the shot, adapt to it, and see how you can implement it in your own way. Now we're gonna go into the color grading and see if it turns out cool. So inside of the color grade I didn't do much. I added one of my custom LUTs, searched for one that has nice contrast, not color, since it's gonna be a black and white shot. Then I searched for a little bit of a nicer frame, fixed the exposure, and obviously at some point I made it black and white. I kept trying to crop it properly, but in the end I ended up choosing a different shot, and I'm really proud of how it turned out. So what did I actually learn in this video? This shot was probably created in a darker room, more controlled light, and a few artificial lights, and probably artificial rain to create that look on the window. It's movie sets, it's highly likely. What I also learned is that, based on my creative visions, they did not match exactly what the shot was. But also that's okay, because we want to create something that's our own, and not specifically something that's completely a copy of the shots I found on the internet. So yeah, that's what we learned, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care. You want to say something to the video? No, come back, come back.